What was your evaluation from it?
It was good. I'm in the first scrimmage. Got a lot to work on, a lot to learn. A lot of guys getting reps out there in the field. Hot day of practice today, which is good right there. Forcing us. We've been pretty fortunate. Had some cloud cover days. I like it when it gets really hot out there. Forcing guys to have to compete, forcing guys to have to work. So, but this time of year, everybody's starting to get banged up in training camp, so they got to fight through. They got to do those things. Injury front, we got Cedric Giles going to be out with a hamstring injury probably for a significant amount of time right now to start out the season. But everybody else is, battling through all the bumps and bruises.
Obviously, every practice is important, but going into the end of this week and next week before they really get back in the flow of school, how important is that as far as shaping?
Well, it's huge. This is the most important week for us right now. Installation's in. We're getting, there's no school going on. It's just football. We got 2 practices today. We got 2 practices on Thursday. So when you have those double days and you really can get after it with, extended walkthroughs throughout the day too. We just get full days of football. It's huge developmental time and preparation time. Once school starts in, you look at a couple practices next week, then you're in the game week and the season's rolling. So, really training camp ends on Saturday night for us. And, at that point, you're kind of rolling into that next phase of things. So this week's the most important week.
You mentioned the conditions. How have the guys handled those things?
Pretty good. I thought we battled today pretty good. It got hot there at the end, but that's what I like. Those are, this afternoon. Hopefully the sun stays out, and it'll be a really hot one. And just put guys in adverse conditions and see how they handle them, like they're going to have to during the course of the season. And these type of days are days that are designed. Even the practice schedule is designed to see how you're going to handle a little bit of adversity, and to see how they handle those things.
Are you happy with how they've handled it so far? The adversity, the heat, everything that's kind of gone on with
camp? We got a veteran group. They're trying to help the young guys learn too. But I think the older guys, they know what they know how to handle themselves. They know how to hydrate. I haven't seen us, knock on wood, much cramping and all that issues. And I think a lot of that's a maturity deal too for the guys that, they're taking care of their bodies the right way and not, looking and say, well, but why would I drink that? I'm not thirsty right now. And that has nothing to do with it. And, but our strength staff did a great job. Our training staff's doing a great job keeping guys going in the right direction.
The training staff and the strength staff, I think there's an addition of a nutritionist this year.
Yeah.
Has she kind of helped the process?
Yeah, I think she's just breaking in right now, but it's going to help just, making sure we have the right food out there for us and, and the rights toward of everything, whether it's snacks, what we're getting coming off the practice field, how they're replenishing their body and getting their bodies right to move on to the next practice or the next game when we get into the season. You
mentioned the maturity. Do you feel you can push these guys a little harder now in camp because they got a veteran team? Yeah,
you can push them harder. You can push them light. You can do a lot more. I told them, you're gonna have a great team. Leadership, great teams. Leadership comes from within, not from the top down. And so I put a lot of how we're pushing, of letting the leaders on the team in on knowing what we're doing and expecting them to really kind of push the team from within instead of the coaches having to push it from the top down.